Okay, people, this may be the largest scandal in the history of daytime television.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
Since Karoline Leavitt, the fiery, youthful, and unabashedly conservative powerhouse, recently transformed their smear into an $800 million legal nightmare, The View is in full-blown crisis mode. The View is now pleading with her to stop. Yes, you heard correctly. Behind the scenes, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin are frantically urging Karoline to change her mind when she faces a harsh lawsuit that may financially destroy the program and its major guests. What specifically did The View say? That got them into this much difficulty then? What was the mic drop answer from Karoline that caused their legal team to go into full-scale damage control mode? The most important question is whether ABC will indeed terminate The View before things worsen. You don't want to miss this, I assure you. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons for more drama-filled, exclusive updates. Have you just signed up? Fantastic! Let's begin.
Well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
Let's establish the scene. Once more, The Viewpoint directly attacked Karoline Leavitt, doing what they do best, making fun of, disparaging, and making irrational charges. This time, it was Joy Behar who arrogantly implied that Karoline's achievement was due to Trump's opinion of her being a 10 rather than her skill or diligence.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump.
Please pardon me. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg reaffirmed her assertion that Karoline wouldn't even have a job if she weren't woke.
Yeah. I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job. Yeah. Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because Black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. See, this is not Black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
These commentators said, Whoopi is mansplaining the press secretary job to Karoline Leavitt. Hilarious.
She was careful to twist the knife by implying that Karoline's assent was evidence of privilege. Sunny Hostin. Boy, oh boy. In real time, you could sense the anger building. The retaliation was swift and severe. Supporters were incensed and criticized The Viewpoint for its obvious hypocrisy. It was best summed up in one viral comment. According to The Viewpoint, it is in favor of women, unless they are conservative. After that, the season is open. However, this is where everything starts to go haywire. Karoline Leavitt at them, refusing to overlook it. She defended herself, fired back, and struck the most painful spot. In their wallet, exactly.
Divisive and disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world. You know, we have seen cultural Marxism trickling its way through every institution in this country. country. The public school system, the higher education university system, Hollywood, big tech, the corrupt mainstream media that I fought against in President Trump's White House are indoctrinating my generation of Americans into hating our country, hating one another based on race and gender and sex and all of this other BS, quite frankly.
Karoline went directly to the point rather than getting into small-minded arguments on social media. She accused The View of slander, defamation, and deliberate accusations aimed at destroying her career in a massive $800 million lawsuit. And, let's face it, this is a declaration of war, not merely a lawsuit. The legal staff at The View is reportedly in complete panic mode. Why? Because Karoline is exposing the entire mainstream media apparatus, not just herself. According to her lawsuit, conservative voices have long been defamed and discredited by The View, and this could be the case that finally brings them to their knees. The worst part is still to come. ABC is not pleased. According to sources, network officials are enraged and working quickly to limit the harm before sponsors start to withdraw. But it's too late now.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
It becomes extremely embarrassing at this point. The View's hosts are allegedly begging Karoline to reach a private settlement behind closed doors. Yes, think about that. The same Joy Behar who made fun of Karoline live on television is now frantically attempting to save herself. According to insiders, Whoopi Goldberg has even made an effort to get in touch with her through mutual friends, pleading for a meeting to resolve the matter. Sunny Hostin, too. According to legal experts, she may be personally liable for millions of dollars in damages. Therefore, her staff is apparently panicking. How the roles have been reversed. The View's previously arrogant and untouchable presenters are now pleading for it to end. Here's the problem, though. Karoline is not going to back down. She is aware that this is more than just her. This is about holding the media responsible for years of careless attacks, smears, and lies. And it's a hit among her fans. It was summed up well in one viral tweet. Everyone wishes they could do what Karoline Leavitt is doing. Holding the View accountable for their falsehoods. But hold on, for them, it becomes worse.
Oh, okay, and why are the meltdowns always in cars? Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold. Here is her assessment of Trump's new White House press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
The ever-empowering feminist, Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world, because Karoline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees and...
ABC is currently experiencing a crisis. According to reports, executives are terrified of how serious this litigation could become. Big-name sponsors are reportedly growing anxious, with some even thinking about removing their advertisements from The View entirely, according to people close to the network. Furthermore, it's no secret that ABC has been considering canceling The View for some time now due to the show's declining credibility, Whoopi Goldberg's previous suspensions, Joy Behar's ongoing scandals, and the fact that the show has been operating on thin ice for years. And let's face it, this could be the last nail in the coffin. You can tell everything you need to know if the hosts of The View are suddenly pleading for the lawsuits to be dropped. The show is a complete mess. The network is in disarray. Karoline Leavitt, too? She's winning. Okay, everyone, it's your turn now. Do you believe Karoline Leavitt has the right to pursue this case further? Should The View face consequences for their careless assaults? Most importantly, will this be the point at which the show collapses? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more breaking news.